Hi, what up, chat? Primo Bhai is here. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this fight that's coming up this next weekend. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Bro, I've been waiting on this fight for a long time. I think this is the true test of Alex Pereira in this division, bro. Um, we've seen him like when he was fighting at middleweight. I didn't think that he would go this far in the light heavyweight division, bro. Like he was doing great at middleweight, beat Adesanya, beat Strickland. Um, yeah, and I never thought, bro, that he would be this successful at light heavyweight. How many defenses has he had in this division so far? So he won the belt against Prohaska on 23 November, and then he defended it once, twice, and thrice. Right? Okay, three defenses, bro. That's amazing. But look at how many title fights this guy's had, and he's only 12-0 or some shit. 12-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 title fights out of 8, 9, 10 UFC fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 title fights. And he's already had 10 UFC fights, bro. He joined the UFC in 21. This is dope, bro. Alex Pereira is insane, bro. Yesterday on my video, I said that my favorite fighters right now are Dricus, Duplessis, and Ilia Topuria. But I have to include Alex Pereira, bro. Come on. Definitely one of the best fighters in the UFC right now. One of the most famous fighters. One of the most, well-known fighters. If I ever have to introduce one of my friends to the UFC, to MMA, I make him watch a Pereira fight, bro. I can make him. I can make them watch this Khalil Roundtree Jr. fight. That was insane, bro. And he was sick for that fight as well, bro. I think. So yeah, this next fight is coming up, bro. I'm super hyped. I've been looking forward to this. I was looking forward to this fight for the longest time. If you would have asked me last year that, what do you think, who wins between Pereira and Ankalaev, I would have told you Ankalaev. Because you would think that, because he's Russian, he would just, take him down and just attempt like 100 takedowns and eventually get him down and just tire him out and just maybe get a victory by decision or ground and pound or submission. But if you look at Ankalaev, bro, he doesn't have a single submission on his record. In his UFC debut, he lost by a submission. And all of his, wins are through, decisions or knockouts, KO or TKO. So I was just watching this video, and this guy's pretty much saying that Ankalaev is not that wrestler that we all think he is. So yeah, let's watch this video a little bit.
This is how Alex Pereira beats Magomed Ankalaev. Here we are, the matchup that 205 desperately needed, and we're only 2 weeks away.
What a card, bro. What a card it was. Like,
here we are.
Gaethje was supposed to fight Dan Hooker. That would have been a sick fucking fight, bro. But Dan Hooker is, apparently out of his fight, and he's rematching Fiziev. We can talk about that as well, but yeah, let's just focus on the main event for now.
That 205 desperately needed, and we're only 2 weeks away. I feel like with all the news Dana just dropped, I almost forgot that this banger is coming up, and this will either prove the greatness of Alex Pereira once again, or this could be Magomed stopping his historical streak in its tracks. Alex,
bro, respect to Magomed, bro, but I find that motherfucker boring. I hate that fucking word. If somebody calls me boring, bro, I will fucking hate that shit. But I don't want Magomed to be the fucking champion, bro. Like, come on, bro. Do you guys want Magomed to be the fucking champion? I mean, look at Alex, bro. Everyone fucking loves him, right? I mean, all respect to Magomed, bro. He's highly skilled. He's definitely, one of the best in the world. But I just like Pereira so much. And this division before Pereira moved to this division, the division was kind of fucking dead already, right? Since John Jones left the division, I mean that Robert Teixeira and Jamal Hill fight was pretty interesting. It was fun. I love Prohaska. His fights are amazing. But yeah, I want Alex Perez to fucking, you know, stay the champion.
Despite all of his accomplishments at 205 and the generational run he has had in the UFC, has opened into this fight the underdog. But as the fight nears, the odds have gotten very, very close, with some even going as far as making Alex the favorite. But for the most part, in anticipation for this fight, Alex has been an underdog throughout. So in today's video, let's break down how the underdog in Alex Periera can beat Magomed Ankalaev. So right off the bat, let's get rid of this misconception that Magomed Ankalaev is primarily a wrestler. That is simply untrue. Look, I know Magomed fits the bill. Dagestani, check.
I remember when he fought Jan Blachowicz, bro. He was getting fucked by those leg kicks. His leg was fucked. I think both of his legs got fucked by Jan Blachowicz. And he doesn't want to get kicked by Periera, bro. But his leg was fucked, but he still managed to get the W, bro. Like, he, started attempting takedowns and he won the fight by decision by his takedown. So he can wrestle. He's a really high-level striker, but he can wrestle as well. Beard, no mustache. Yeah, so he can wrestle, but I don't think Alex Periera would let him.
Muslim first name, Russian last name, check. Sambo base, check. Only one guard used in his haircut, with a beard, with little to no mustache, check. Yes, he has all of those things, but you would be a fool to think the guy is a wrestler. In his 14 fights in the UFC, he averages less than 1 takedown in his career. The highest amount of takedowns he landed is only 3 in his fight against Nikita Krylov. For reference, Dricus du Plessis, someone most, is only 3 in his...
Okay. And the control time was 6 minutes.
His fight against Nikita Krylov. For reference, Dricus du Plessis, someone most people wouldn't consider primarily a wrestler, averages nearly triple the amount of takedowns Magomed attempts at 2.55 and has landed career high 6 takedowns in his fight against Sean Strickland the first time and his fight against Darren Till.
6 fucking takedowns, really?
Jan Blachowicz, a guy in the same weight class as Magomed Ankalaev, technically lands more takedowns than him at 1.09. Additionally, he became a wrestler against Alex and still couldn't get past him, so that's also something to note. And it doesn't take a genius to just scroll through his past performances and see that he really only gets decisions or knockouts. Despite him being from Dagestan, he is primarily a striker, usually getting his wins through outpointing his opponents and occasionally finding the KO. And when we look at his tape, his objective is usually to move forward, land straight shots, though we'll get into that soon. But yeah, I just wanted to establish in the first couple minutes of this video that...
Bro, this motherfucker can strike for sure, bro. I remember the first time I saw Magomed fight, I was against Cutelaba, Ion Cutelaba, what's his first name? And the first fight they had, it was like, whatever, but in their rematch, he fucked Cutelaba up, bro. Motherfucker can strike for sure.
Just because someone can wrestle doesn't necessarily mean they are a wrestler, and Magomed Ankalaev is just one of those many examples. So in this breakdown, don't think this is like a Khabib Nurmagomedov Conor McGregor matchup. This is a completely different fight entirely. So how does Magomed Ankalaev fight then? In preparation for this video, I watch a lot of Magomed Ankalaev, and I forget he's really, really fast. Most of his game plan is walking his opponent down, moving forward, and quickly letting off straight punches, especially his really quick...
This fight was boring, bro.
...and precise left hand. That is Magomed Ankalaev's go-to strike. It's a naked left hand or a rear hand that isn't set up with a jab or a lead strike. This is a really good strike as it comes out of nowhere. Usually, the rear hand is set up by typically a jab, but because most fighters are conditioned to this, sometimes a rear hand can be anticipated if a jab or something is thrown continuously. With the naked left hand Magomed throws, especially with the speed he throws it at, he catches a lot of people off guard. He was landing that left all night against Rakic. He dropped Cutelaba here as there was basically no setup with that punch. It's a strike he continuously throws and has really good success with, and I know 100% that That's going to be a strike he will lead with going into this fight with Alex. And despite the power Alex holds, I think to some degree, Magomed's game is going to be practically the same. Move forward, quickly get in and out with strikes, and land the straight left hand consistently. He's done this against a lot of power strikers in the UFC like Thiago Santos, Jan Blachowicz, etc. Despite him probably or actually being able to take down those guys pretty easily, Magomed still loves to pick his shots and move forward and stay striking. And you know what? I think Alex should let him. Moving backwards and letting
Yeah, so Magomed said in a tweet or some shit that, or in an interview, that he's not going to attempt any takedowns and he'll just strike with him, which is not a smart decision, bro. Like Jamal Hill said the same thing, and look what happened to him. Um, yeah. So like, why would you try to strike with Pereira, bro? Like, I know you're. I mean, we know you're a good fucking striker, bro. But you have to play it smart. Like every time we've seen a fighter fight with ego just to prove something, that doesn't really end well. Kevin Holland, Jamal Hill. We've all seen these guys, you know, fail whenever they've tried to not fight smart and not try to win. So, yeah. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you guys think is gonna, is it gonna be Ann Still or Ann New? I'm gonna pick Pereira. That's just what my intuition says. What do you guys think? Let me know.